Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Just Naughty, and today I'm going to be doing a headband wig. So I will be needing my mannequin head and my wig stand. If you guys don't have one, go ahead and purchase you one. This wig stand is everything. It's definitely came in handy for me. You can maneuver it however you'd like, and you can tighten it to your liking for extra stability. To get started with this headband wig, we are going to need this weaving set. It has a needle and a thread. We're gonna need this headband wig. It doesn't really matter what color you guys go with, but I went with this one. We're also gonna need a wig cap that has a mesh net on it. To me, this is easier to use when crocheting. Of course, we're gonna need a crochet needle. We're also gonna need these T-pins. Mine came with the wig stand, but you can also purchase this on Amazon. Last but not least, we're gonna need a few packs of these box braids crochet here. This here was sent to me from a store on Amazon. I will have the link down below. There were a total of 8 packs, and each pack had about 18 strands of braids or pieces of braids. These braids are natural looking, soft, and they're 30 inches in the color 1B. To start off, I'm gonna put the fishnet on top of the mannequin head and then put the headband below it. Now I did flip the headband wig inside out only because when I get done sewing in the crochet here, it will help conceal it when I flip it over. It doesn't make sense now, but you guys will see later. To help the headband wig stay in place, I'm gonna apply T-pins in the front and in the back of the headband. I want the headband to be real close to the fishnet so that when I start sewing, I won't have to put too much effort into sewing and everything will be right next to each other. When I start sewing, I'm gonna take the tip of the headband and the tip of the fishnet and sew that together. I'm not gonna start at the middle, just the tip. I'm not an expert at sewing, you guys, but whatever I do gets the job done. I always tie a knot when I first start sewing, and then I continue on doing basic knots throughout the entire head. Alright you guys, I'm done sewing. This is what the entire mannequin head looks like now that I'm done sewing the headband to the fishnet. We're gonna go ahead and start crocheting the crochet braids onto the fishnet. I'm gonna hook the crochet needle to about 3 of the holes, and then I'm gonna add on the crochet here and pull it through. It was not hard to pull it through the holes. It actually went by pretty smooth. One thing that I can say though is that I made the mistake of starting too far up. I should have started along the perimeter of the fishnet. So when you guys are making a headband wig, please don't make the same mistake that I did. Hopefully you can learn from my mistakes. When I'm crocheting the braids, the first row are going to be close to each other, but all the other ones are just going to be slightly scattered. And I know this fishnet seems pretty thin, but it's very tough. I was pulling and tugging and none of the fishnet tore at all. I'm completely done with the entire bag. It looks real full. I'm gonna show you guys what I was talking about previously when I said I started too far up. Even though it looks like everything is nice and covered, when you lift the hair up, you see all of this gap. I wanted a gap in the back, but I didn't want that much of a gap because when I lift the headband up, it's still gonna be a lot of the fishnet showing. I'm gonna continue crocheting and filling in the gaps, and I'll come back when I'm done crocheting. This is what everything looks like now that I'm done with the perimeter of the hair. I'm not going to add any crochet here to the middle, only because I'm going to be wearing this in a ponytail. And if I add hair into the middle, it's going to look a little bit too bulky. But I'm going to go ahead and put the hair in a ponytail just to see if I have any spots that I need to add more crochet hair to. As you guys can already tell by the looks of it, there's a lot of net that's showing. I was actually better off just putting the crochet here all over the head, but I'm just gonna lift the headband up just so I can see what I'm working with. And those little gaps that you guys see, I'm just gonna go ahead and add some hair there. When I do put this on my head, I am gonna have to finesse this and make sure I pull the net all the way down. The net is pretty stretchy, so I will be able to pull the net all the way down to where the crochet does start. For those little gaps that you guys see in the back and some in the front, I'm gonna go ahead and add the crochet hair. Now, my hair is a darker color, so it's gonna blend in. So you won't really see much of the fishnet, but I'm gonna try my best to cover up as much of the space as I can. So I'm just about done filling in the gaps, and what better time than to accessorize. I have a few of these headbands that I'm gonna put on to the headband wig. Now this first one was a little bit tight to put on. After struggling and adjusting, it did fit over the headband, the original headband, perfectly. Next I tried this satin scarf. This was one of my favorites when styling this headband wig. This is the end of my video, you guys. To be honest, I almost didn't post this video. I was actually gonna delete all of the footage, but I decided to keep it. Not only because I didn't want to waste my time and hard work, but also because even though I did make a few mistakes, it was something that I could learn from, and as well as something that someone else can learn from. I hope you guys like this video. If you did, go ahead and leave it a thumbs up. If you guys have any questions, leave it down below and I'll try my best to respond in a timely manner. And don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.